Can you name the capital of most states? Most people barely know three. Using a little-known memory technique that dates back to ancient Greece, you will learn how to memorize these 10 states and capitals in just minutes. The capital of Alabama is Montgomery. This image represents Montgomery, Alabama. First, we have to convert the state Alabama into a picture. Alabama can be broken down into Alibam, like the boxer Muhammad Ali throwing a punch, and it makes a bam sound. Next, we have to convert the capital city Montgomery into a picture. Montgomery can be broken down into Mount Gum, like a mountain made out of chewing gum. If we picture the boxer Muhammad Ali punching a mountain made out of gum, and the sound bam is made, we will forever remember that the capital of Alabama is Montgomery. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of Montgomery, Alabama. The capital of Georgia is Atlanta. This image represents Atlanta, Georgia. First, we have to convert the state Georgia into a picture. Georgia can be pictured by George Washington shouting, "Ah!" Next, we have to convert the capital city Atlanta into a picture. Atlanta can be broken down into Ant Lantern, like his aunt holding a lantern. If we picture George Washington shouting, "Ah!" because his aunt lit his hair on fire with her lantern, we will forever remember that the capital of Georgia is Atlanta. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of Atlanta, Georgia. The capital of Kansas is Topeka. This image represents Topeka, Kansas. First, we have to convert the state Kansas into a picture. Kansas can be broken down into Kansas, like a sassy aluminum can. Next, we have to convert the capital city Topeka into a picture. Topeka can be broken down into toe pizza, like a pizza with a giant toe as a topping. If we picture a sassy aluminum can holding a pizza with a giant toe on it as a topping, we will forever remember that the capital of Kansas is Topeka. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of Topeka, Kansas. The capital of Michigan is Lansing. This image represents Lansing, Michigan. First, we have to convert the state Michigan into a picture. Michigan sounds similar to machine gun. Next, we have to convert the capital city Lansing into a picture. Lansing can be broken down into lamb sing, like a lamb singing into a microphone. If we picture a lamb singing into a microphone while also holding a large machine gun, we will forever remember that the capital of Michigan is Lansing. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of Lansing, Michigan. The capital of Mississippi is Jackson. This image represents Jackson, Mississippi. First, we have to convert the state Mississippi into a picture. Mississippi can be broken down into Mrs. Hippie, like a married hippie. Next, we have to convert the capital city Jackson into a picture. Jackson can be broken down into jacked son, like a boy who is a bodybuilder flexing his muscles. The term jacked means a person has large muscles. If we picture a Mrs. Hippie standing next to her jacked bodybuilder son, we will forever remember that the capital of Mississippi is Jackson. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of Jackson, Mississippi. The capital of Nebraska is Lincoln. This image represents Lincoln, Nebraska. First, we have to convert the state Nebraska into a picture. Nebraska can be broken down into new brass key, like a brass key with a new tag on it. Next, we have to convert the capital city Lincoln into a picture. Lincoln is represented by Abraham Lincoln. If we picture Abraham Lincoln holding a new brass key, we will forever remember that the capital of Nebraska is Lincoln. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of Lincoln, Nebraska. The capital of New Hampshire is Concord. This image represents Concord, New Hampshire. First, we have to convert the state New Hampshire into a picture. New Hampshire can be broken down into New Hamster, like a brand new hamster in its cage. Next, we have to convert the capital city Concord into a picture. Concord is represented by Concord grapes. If we picture a hamster in a cage with a new tag on it, eating Concord grapes, we will forever remember that the capital of New Hampshire is Concord. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of Concord, New Hampshire. The capital of Ohio is Columbus. This image represents Columbus, Ohio. First, we have to convert the state Ohio into a picture. Ohio can be broken down into Ohio, like the letter O waving hi to someone. Next, we have to convert the capital city Columbus into a picture. Columbus is represented by the famous explorer Christopher Columbus. If we picture the letter O waving hi to Christopher Columbus, we will forever remember that the capital of Ohio is Columbus. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of Columbus, Ohio. The capital of Texas is Austin. This image represents Austin, Texas. First, we have to convert the state Texas into a picture. Texas sounds similar to taxes. Next, we have to convert the capital city Austin into a picture. Austin can be broken down into Oz-Tin, like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. If we picture the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz holding a bag full of money for taxes, we will forever remember that the capital of Texas is Austin. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of Austin, Texas. The capital of Virginia is Richmond. This image represents Richmond, Virginia. First, we have to convert the state Virginia into a picture. Virginia is represented by the Virgin Mary. Next, we have to convert the capital city Richmond into a picture. Richmond can be broken down into Rich Mound, like a mound of money and gold. If we picture the Virgin Mary sitting on a mound of money and gold, we will forever remember that the capital of Virginia is Richmond. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of Richmond, Virginia. Think you can now name all of these 10 states and capitals? Take our short quiz linked below in the description.